Exit Through the Kwik-E-Mart is the 15th episode of the 23rd season of The Simpsons, directed by Stephen Dean Moore, and it's okay. It's not a bad episode. What's interesting about this is that the title refers to the subplot, and that's quite unusual. Usually the title refers to the main narrative. Not always, but it's quite rare. So I'll start with that first. And honestly, it's interesting but underdeveloped. Apu is aware that this new trendy supermarket is potentially going to be taking away customers from the Kwik-E-Mart. Obviously, that's not a great thing. He's going to lose business. He takes drastic action because of this. What we got was interesting, but I feel like it was really underdeveloped. And I feel like they could have done so much more with that, and it could have been the main focus, and I think it could have been quite interesting. So the scenes that focused on Apu were good, but they were really few and far between, depending on, whether or not you like that. It might be okay, but for me personally, I really enjoyed those scenes, and I think they could have done more with it. So definitely underdeveloped, but I liked what we got. The other narrative focuses on Bart becoming a graffiti artist and have a very different reception to what one might expect. The events leading up to him doing this are quite interesting. The episode has a very fascinating start, revolving around Marge's birthday. And if I said, try and guess how we go from Marge's birthday to Bart graffitiing, I think you probably wouldn't be able to connect those dots because it's quite a bizarre development to begin with, but it works really well. It was unpredictable, it was surprising, and I thought it was pretty entertaining. So definitely not a bad way to start the episode. We had some Millhouse, which was quite nice. I'm not a fan of graffiti, even this whole urban graffiti street art thing. I don't like it. I mean, if somebody commissions somebody to do it, it's different, but I think it's very big-headed to draw on the side of a building unsolicited just because you think you're a good artist. Even if it is a good picture, even if the quality is good, nobody should think, well, I'm good at art, so everybody should look at my art on the side of this commercial building that I don't own. I just don't agree with it at all. But if somebody's commissioned it, it's absolutely fine. Needless to say, that's not what's going on here. Bart is actually doing it to get back at Homer, which is pretty interesting. Homer's obliviousness, I thought, was pretty fun. I didn't really love the direction this part of the narrative took. I didn't hate it to the point where I thought it ruined the episode or anything, but certainly it's not what I would have wanted. Not that I know what I would have wanted, but that aside, it was okay. I didn't mind it. It was fine. I feel like the first half of the episode was better than the second half, and the story with Apu could have been bigger, could have been better, could have been so much more. They should have flipped it. Apu should have been the main focus. Bart's story should have taken a back seat, and there were quite a few scenes with Bart's narrative that I think we could have lost without losing any value. So it's not a perfect episode, but generally I didn't mind it. If I was watching season 23 again, I don't think I'd skip it. It was okay.